Every time I load into this Rangers March to October to start making a video, I always feel super confident as I'm loading in, and I have to remind myself that there's still a lot to go. There's a lot of work to be done to get these Rangers into the playoffs. I mean, we're doing really good, don't get me wrong, but still 5 games back in a super competitive division, 4 teams. It's a 4-team race right now. We are only a half game out of the wild card as of right now, but I don't want the wild card. I don't want our whole season to come down to one game where I'm gonna come in the 6th, and who knows what the game would look like at that point. Before we get started though, there are a couple things I want to point out. So the first thing is I was just cruising around the league leaders, and I noticed Nelson Cruz is destroying everybody in home runs. Dude's got 39 home runs 2 days before the trade deadline. And if you look in the bottom left, the rest of his stats are pretty good too. I mean, he's got an OPS of 941. He's already driven in 110 RBI. And then I hit triangle on him. Look at this. This is insane. Look how much this guy has declined. He's gone down -13 in contact against lefties and -12 in power versus righties. He had a 99 in both powers and contact versus lefty at the beginning of this year. And I don't know, this is just crazy to me because I know that the older players, they obviously decline really fast, but guys like Edwin, for me, in the White Sox March to October, were doing good enough that they were able to fend off the regression. But Nelson Cruz, I guess, is just at that point where even a potentially MVP caliber season still can't fend off this crazy regression. And then the other thing I wanted to point out is I know after we made the Hader trade and we had the chance to fix our trade management screen, I still went all in with the pitching. We're still targeting 4 pitchers, but I had the thought that maybe another pitcher isn't what we need. I don't know. I was kind of looking through, and we could potentially use another outfielder. I don't know. I don't know if another position player is as important. But what I did see was I went to our players to shop screen, and on this screen we can see how our players are doing in the minors. And it dawned on me that this whole March to October, we literally only had 1 call-up opportunity, and it was for a really low starting pitcher, and it was all the way back at the beginning of April. And I'm thinking, man, that kind of sucks. I wish we'd have gotten another one. And then I'm scrolling down here, and I remember complaining about this before, but Jared Eichhoff, he's a 77 overall in the minors. He'd be our 4th best starting pitcher. Actually, he'd be our 3rd best because Kyle Gibson's actually a 75. But he's kind of tearing it up in AAA. He's got a 2.42 ERA, 127 strikeouts. His WHIP is under 1. And I mean, this would be a great addition. I just don't understand why the game doesn't give out that many call-up opportunities. You'd think out of anything, you'd want to almost overdo it on the call-up opportunities. Give people the option, hey, if this guy is hitting, 400 in a month in AAA, do you want to bring him up? And maybe if you don't think he'd be a good fit to the team, you say no, but it's not like it's a big deal if you say no. So I don't know, that's just kind of frustrating to me that we could have a huge improvement at starting pitcher if we could just call players up. But anyway, that's enough ranting. I think I'm going to leave the targeted pitchers how it is. I think our position players are good enough at this point. Alright, I've probably already taken up a lot of time here at the beginning of the video, but we got a key moment to get into. We're down 8-7. It is against the Mariners. I'm going to hop in here. We got Santana at the plate. They got a lefty on the mound. We got some speed on first. Alright, Santana already has a homer in this game. Every time I hop into a game with a runner on, I never come through. So we're going to try and change that. Yep, there it is. Every time it's always a pop-up to start. I don't know, maybe I'm over-exaggerating, but I feel like every time they plot me into a game, I pop out in the first at bat. Oh, that was a strike. I couldn't have taken it. Well, that's just about the best swing I could have put on that ball then. We're going to have to score in the 9th. Let's see Hader again. This is never going to get old. There we go. That guy was being kind of annoying. Has 30 contacts and he's fouling everything off. Another strikeout. 3 pitches. Oh, don't give him that. Oh my god. He's stealing. Good. You didn't deserve to be on first anyway. Alright, it looks like Chase and Bradford is their closer. This is, they had a guy blow a save on opening day against me. They must have changed closers here, and this guy actually seems to be decent. And Odor is just gonna take him deep in the first at bat. That's an absolute nuke. Look at how far back that went. That's not a homer. Oh, and it's not gonna get down either. Wow. I, off the bat, didn't even think that would have had a chance of getting caught. So we gotta send it to extras then to win. And the slider gets that kind of swing again. At least it's not a hit. Hader's just too tough to hit. I mean, what a trade that was for Hader. He's just so much more dominant than anybody else I could bring in. Gallo, that's a nice swing. Perfect, perfect. It's been too long since I've hit a homer with him, though. Seems like everybody that steps up to the plate has hit a home run in this game. I think that's 5 different guys. And then I hit one with Odor. Get down. There we go. We got something cooking here. And they're changing pitchers. Brandon Brennan. Oh! Whoa! Go! Hold him at third. I don't know what just happened there. And then I just pop out. I'm not even gonna fake it. That's way too... Oh, that would've... I should have known. I should have known the Mariners were gonna throw it around. And we draw the 4-pitch walk. So Rougned Odor tied it, and now he's got a chance to take the lead. No, dude. Oh my god. They tried to hand me this game, and I just said no thanks. Just like usual, if it's not a home run, I'm not scoring. I'm just gonna leave Hader in. They haven't had a chance against him. Alright, Hader's done. Actually, this guy hits lefties way worse, so I'm gonna leave Hader in. Oh, and I'm letting him... It's the one bad thing about that pitching camera, is you can't tell if they're stealing unless Matty V tells you. That shouldn't do it. What kind of animation is that, Margot? Come on. We lost because he didn't get an animation. Well, he got some kind of animation. I don't know what it was. Look at this. He like... Oh, they didn't... Ugh! That's so frustrating when something like that happens in that situation. Man, like I said, they tried to hand me that game too, and I just didn't take it. The Mariners beat me. That was a really bad game to lose. That was really bad. We went from a pretty good opportunity at getting a lot of momentum to now we're going to be losing momentum, and this might take us down. Yeah, we're neutral, and whenever we're neutral, we don't seem to play that good. And we get another chance here. I don't know if I want any of these guys. I mean, Keone Kela is really the only one that interests me, but we'd have to give away Willie Calhoun, and Willie Calhoun's been a pretty decent part of our offense this year. And I mean, he's not untouchable by any means, but I don't think Keone Kela is gonna make a big enough impact. See, I wish I knew like every little intricacy of how this game works, or this game mode I should say, because there's part of me that's trying to think logically, and I feel like if I decline this trade with 1 day to go until the deadline, there will be another one that pops up. And then that makes me think if I take this trade, there might not be another one to pop up. But maybe I can make this trade, and then another one pops up anyway. And then obviously there's the scenario where I don't make this trade because I think another one will show up, and then another one doesn't. And no matter which way you slice it, any of these 3 guys are better than Rafael Montero. So I think I'm not getting Kela because I don't want to give up Calhoun. Neither of these other two guys would be giving up anything big, but neither of these guys are doing that great either. This guy's got a 5.06 ERA with a pretty high whip, and David Phelps has almost a 6 ERA. This would be a lot easier of a decision if it was just a lefty involved, because you can always use a lefty. You know what? I think I'm going to make this trade. I think I'm going to get David Phelps. He seems like the better option between him and Pierce. He's got 5 pitches. I mean, on paper, he should be pretty solid, actually. And like I said, anything's an upgrade over Rafael Montero. So I'm going to make this trade, and hopefully we get something bigger on the trade deadline itself. But we're going to go ahead and lock this in. David Phelps, well, actually, I'm just going to make sure. Yeah, nobody crazy. David Phelps is going to join the bullpen. And yet, we don't get another trade opportunity. So I don't know if that's because we made that trade or if we just wouldn't have gotten another one no matter what. But I don't know, that's kind of an anticlimactic trade to make so close to the deadline like that. And yeah, after dropping a couple games, now we're solidly in 4th place. Well, what the heck? Who did it get rid of? Oh, I think the game sent down Jordan Lyles. And not like Jordan Lyles is crazy good or anything, but he's better than Montero, and I think and Montero pitched again and gave up more runs. Now he's up to 8 in 2 innings, 2 1/3. But I think what must have happened is either me on accident or the game put Montero in this long relief role, which Jordan Lyles was in. And then the game probably thought, oh, we need a long reliever, so we can't get rid of Montero, and it sent down Lyles. Who, if I remember right, Lyles was actually doing decent in that role. Oh, and I can't even go check because I can't go to the trade management screen anymore. Well, I really hope that doesn't ruin things here. It also, yeah, I think it was the CPU that did this because it also, it also moved Hader into the setup role, which I don't want him there. Well, one way or another, this is the team we're gonna have to win with for the rest of the season. We got no other chances. I'm not going to end the episode here, but I'm kind of going to do what I did in the last one and take a break myself. We're going to come back rejuvenated, relaxed, so that we actually have a good chance at capitalizing with the bases loaded here, down 2. Well, I think I said I was going to take a break and then play the rest of the episode the next day. But instead, 10 days went by. So here we are, finally rested up and rejuvenated to get into this next moment here. And actually, this is a pretty important spot we're hopping into right here. Down 3-1. We're gonna have bases loaded, but with 2 outs. Ooh, and Perez at the plate. Okay, Salvador Perez already with a home run on the day, and that's our only offense. I gotta really lock in here. Hang on. I'm not ready. No, oh wait, oh no, yep, that's, yeah, okay. That's how we always start, isn't it? We'll have God knows how many runners on and then just have a late swing and a weak hit to the other side of the field. Alright, we're right away with the strikeout. Jonathan Hernandez. Another strikeout, mowing down Matt Chapman this time. And that should be caught for out number 3. So how about Jonathan Hernandez? We make a bunch of trades to get some new bullpen arms, and he wants to say, no, I'm still here. Oh my god, how did I miss that? How did I mess that up? That's a hanging curveball. Oh my god. What? Wow, that two-seam was like a change up there. I thought he's going fastball up in, and I got to get around on this. Alright, Danny Santana doesn't want this game to end yet. Nice perfect swing there on the hanging curve. Gets the tying run up to the plate. It's Nick Solak. I don't know if I want to swing the bat with Nick Solak here. Don't get me wrong, Nick Solak is turning around his season, but that's in the simulations. I am still just as bad when I hit with him. You know what? I'm going Dietrich here. He's got the most power. We're swinging for the fences to tie this game up. Oh, yep. That's like the exact type of thing I had pictured in my head that I was going to end this game. I was going to be too early on something, get around, get out in front of it, and it wouldn't go anywhere. But yeah, we're going to lose another one, man. It's too late to be losing. At least that one's only one snowflake, but that would have been so many fireballs if we won that. That's just a big enough snowflake that it's going to give us a loss or two. Alright, we take 2 against the Angels, though, before... Man, I got all excited. I saw a call-up opportunity, and I'm thinking, hey, is it finally time to get Jared Eichhoff up here? But no, it's just telling me, hey, you want to call back up the guy that we automatically sent down instead of the guy that you actually wanted to send down? I mean, like, yeah, I do, but I'd also rather call up somebody else. Alright, well, I think in that simulation we won 2 and lost 2, but we lose a little bit of ground on the A's. I mean, we're definitely not out of anything, but like, we're getting way too close to the end here to keep losing games if we're gonna be at 7 games back. So this is a pretty big one to pick up the win in, and it's putting us in a pretty solid spot. We're gonna be up 4-3. We're gonna hop in here. Top of the 9th, just trying to finish out a save. There is a runner on with nobody out, but I mean, at least it's not relying on us to score any runs yet. Alright, we got Leclerc on the mound trying to get his save. Let's just make sure, just in case things go wrong, we got... Well, we'll just get Hader up. Alright, Leclerc, come on. Let's finish things off here. Strong finish. Please get fooled on this scope. No! Oh, this is bad. I mean, what can I expect? It was Jonathan Scope. He was gonna do something. I'm just lucky he didn't win the game, but Victor Reyes... Oh, I thought we were going to get 2 on that. Strikeout is huge here. I'm going to go home with it. We got to get this. Okay. And there we go. Pop fly to right. Finishing off a stress-free save for Jose Leclerc. Finally picking up a win in a key moment here. I mean, it's not going to be crazy because, yeah, we're already winning, but at least we're somewhat on the right track now. All that's going to do is change it from neutral with a snowflake to neutral with a fireball, though. So we're not going to pick up any wins from that momentum, but at least we're not showing a snowflake here. We pick up a couple wins. I think that was 3 wins to 1 loss. And we got a player boost now. Man, Rougned Odor already having one of his better seasons. 24 bombs with a pretty, I mean, by his standards, solid 263 average. Let's do it. I'll play it in this episode. I don't think we've gone too long yet. Ah, but we're facing a lefty. That's not what you want. Rougned Odor is very much a lot better against a righty. He's got a lot of power against righties. Against lefties, his numbers aren't as good. No, I chased a slider on a 2-2 count. I don't think that's got enough behind it. Oh, man. I mean, I could have put a better swing on it. It wasn't the best PCI placement. But, man, getting around on a fastball like that and it's still going that far with that PCI, could have done more. And we couldn't even bring that runner around. That was a runner on third with 1 out. That's a... Okay, thanks, game. Alright, at least we got a righty now. And we have the lead. There we go. All we needed was a righty. And that's getting off the wall. I'm going for 2. We're going to need a double here to get any sort of boost, probably. RBI double, that should give me something, I hope. And that's the end of the game. We do get the one plus there, and we won the game. Alright. Definitely could have gone better, but also could have gone worse. Alright, hopefully that boosts Odor just a little bit more for the rest of the year. Which, I mean, hey, he might have not even needed a boost, so even a little bit could be pretty decent. And yeah, we gotta be beating the Orioles. Sweep the Orioles without using momentum. That was a good sim. And oh, look at that. The A's have been struggling. We're only 3.5 back now. I think this is where I'm going to call it, though, even though this next moment isn't going to be too long. It was definitely big to make up some ground there, and we're going to get the chance here to make up even more, and we're only 2 back in the wild card. But make sure if you enjoyed this video, hit the like button for me and subscribe to see the rest of this Rangers March to October and more March to October when MLB 21 comes out. But for now, that's all I've got. I hope you all enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one.